King Krule, also known as Archie, not Archie Andrews from the Archie Comics, but as Archie Marshal, 25-year-old London artist. Before he decided on the name King Krule, he will refer to himself as the Zoo Kid. He has so far released 3 albums, which are King Krule 6 Feet Beneath the Moon, released in 2013, The Ooze, released in 2017, and Man Alive, released in 2020. Archie Marshal was born to Rachel Howard and Adam Marshall in Southwark, London. He started recording at a young age of 12. In 2010, he released multiple EPs as Zoo Kid. He would later change his name to King Krule. His inspiration for his new name will come from the movie King Krule, which starred Elvis Presley. After he signed a deal with XL Recordings, he will release his first album, 6 Feet Beneath the Moon, which would include fire tracks like Easy Easy, Borderline, Baby Blue, which are my personal favorites. His albums got mixed reviews from different people. For example, Pitchfork gave it a score of 7.3 out of 10, and A Needle Drop will give it a score of 7 out of 10. The album charted in the UK at number 65, while in the US it charted in the top 200 albums. In 2017, he would later release his second album, which will be The Ooze. This album includes my favorite tracks like Biscuit Town, Dumb Surfer, Logos, and The Ooze. This album had more success than his very first album, charting at number 23 in the UK charts. And while in the US charts it charted at number 114, this album had very, and when I mean very, it had very mixed reviews. Pitchfork gave this album a 9 out of 10, while The Needle Drop gave it a score of 4 out of 10. And to be honest, we are going to ignore Anthony's review on this one because this was an actually good album in my opinion. Forbes described The Ooze as listening to a trip-hop record, a dub record, to punk rock, to tender jazz, to watery R&B, in which I totally agree with all honesty. In 2020, he will release another album called Man Alive. It was released in February. It is said that he played and recorded every instrument on Man Alive, and halfway through finishing this album, he found out that his wife was pregnant. Congratulations, King Krule. The album will receive great reviews from both Pitchfork and The Needle Drop. They will give a score of 8 out of 10 and 7.7 out of 10. The albums in general was concise and only slightly less grim than the artist's previous full-length albums. All I gotta say is, to end this video, is congratulations, King Krule, on your brand new child, and I hope the best for you. Lates.